Dr. Bloomer, in recent studies with Capsimax, there's been an indication that you could expend up to an extra 100 calories or burn off an extra 100 calories using this product. And what would that amount to? What would 100 calories look like in terms of some food, you know, a slice of pizza, a piece of bread, you know? And
well, if it's pizza, you're not going to get a whole lot of pizza for 100 calories.
Okay.
In terms of bread, if you're having, you know, your traditional, you know, slice of bread that's not the light bread, it would probably be roughly about one slice of bread. It may be a piece of fruit, you know, a medium-sized apple, a medium to large banana, an orange, that sort of thing. It would be roughly a glass of milk, you know, skim milk or 1% milk. It would be roughly a glass. When I say a glass, I'm talking about 8-ounce glass of juice. Would be roughly 100 calories, perhaps slightly higher than that, but that would give some indication in terms of food intake. Now, in terms of exercise, as I alluded to earlier, you know, an average size individual training at a fairly high intensity, moderate to high intensity, is probably going to expend roughly 80 to 100 calories per 10 minutes of exercise. We're talking aerobic exercise.
Okay.
If it's anaerobic exercise or resistance exercise, it's probably going to take them a bit longer to expend, you know, that number of calories, but that's really not the main objective of that form of exercise. So that gives some indication of what 100 calories may be in relation to food as well as in relation to exercise.
So 10 minutes of exercise roughly would be burning 100
yeah,
calories.
based on our work in the lab where we actually measure energy expenditure during exercise, that would be about right. Now granted, a larger person is going to be higher than that. Someone that's smaller may be a little lower than that. If you train much harder in terms of intensity, it may be a little bit higher, but that's a rough idea.
So that would be an extra 100 calories expended per exercise session. So what could that amount to in terms of weight loss?
Well, I mean,
something modest, but still weight loss,
yeah,
right?
I think over time, again, assuming that the effect is maintained over time with the same exposure to the treatment or the supplement, we could see, again, if we factor in that someone's exercising or being physically active, you know, every day of the week over the course of the whole year, it's likely going to amount to roughly about an 8 or 10 pound loss, which is significant indeed. The question is, can a person maintain that, and will they deviate at all from their normal routine because, well, I'm using this, therefore I can go ahead and eat this because I'm using this supplement? I think that would be a gross mistake. You need to maintain your exercise, maintain the dietary intake, and then use these things as adjuncts to the healthy lifestyle approach.
But if you had committed to the healthy lifestyle approach, this could add a loss, as it were.
I think so. I think so. You know, based on the evidence, you know, 'cause I'm a scientist, so look at the evidence. Based on the evidence is clear that in the acute studies, the majority of data anyway, do support the idea that capsaicinoid-containing products will increase energy expenditure and may also decrease appetite. It may also increase lipolysis, or the use of fat as a fuel source. So now we have to take those acute data and then extrapolate them into a human subject population who's using it on a day-to-day basis over the course of time. And individuals, again, can experiment for themselves. Certainly, when you look at the dietary supplement industry as a whole, capsaicinoids, I believe, have more evidence for effect than a lot of other products that people are likely using today, put it that way.
Well, that's very good news.